If you're interested, I could recommend a good psychiatrist, the one that my brother used to go to.
Your brother ended up dead.
Well, yeah, that's because a crazy woman pushed him in front of a train. You can't blame his shrink for that. If anything, blame the crazy woman's shrink.
Because they got nothing to lose. I'm in.
Okay, well, I'll go get her number.
I'm sure you're aware that depression is often the result of repressed anger.
I'm not angry.
Well, I gotta tell you, Walden, burning all the mementos and photographs from your marriage can be construed as an angry gesture.
That's not an angry gesture. This is an angry gesture.
That's a good one, too. Why don't we put your marriage on the back burner for now? Let's talk about your childhood.
I had a very happy childhood, filled with wonderful memories.
Your parents still together?
No, I don't want to talk about it. All right, fine. My first childhood memory was my father disappearing when I was 3.
He abandoned you and your mother?
No, he disappeared. He was an amateur magician. It was a signature trick. And then when I was 4, he ran off with a lady sword swallower. At least that's what my mother called her. In retrospect, it might have been a euphemism.
So what was your mother like?
Well, after Dad left, she raised me by herself.
How was that?
It was great. Well, she did everything for me, and I always felt safe with her.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
It was. And the saddest day of my life is when it ended.
Why? What happened?
I got married.
Hello. How did your wife and your mother get along?
Not very well. I don't know why, though. Maybe it was just because they were so different.
I see. Tell me more about your wife.
Bridget? She's great. She did everything for me. I always felt very safe with her. Well, isn't that what I said about my mother?
Oh, Walden, you went and beat me to it.
I wonder if we would get right down to it. I married my mother.
And we're off.
So what are we saying here? That Bridget's right and I am emotionally immature, and all those years I was treating her more like a mother than a wife?
And how would that make you feel if that were true?
That would make me feel very angry.
And repressed anger is sometimes the cause of...
Depression.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. That's the last thing my dad said before he disappeared. Is that it? Am I cured?
Well, cured is one of those layman's terms that we psychiatrists try to avoid. It hurts repeat business.
Do I need to come back?
I'm thinking 3 times a week.
Well, I was going to leave town.
Well, then you have a choice to make. You can stay here and make your problems go away, or you can go away with your problems. Well, that is going in my book.
Okay, I need to know one more thing. When I was having sex with my wife, was I really having sex with my mother?
I'm thinking double sessions. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday?
You don't work on Fridays?
Not anymore. I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Dr. Freeman.
Oh, gosh. Okay, that's fine. Bye-bye now. Maybe I'm not gay. Hello, Walden. Good to see you.
I would say good to see you, but of course, when I see you, it's usually because things aren't good.
Well, if things were always good with people, I wouldn't have that condo in Palm Springs. So, what's going on?
Well, I left the woman that I loved and thought I was going to marry for another woman who I thought I loved more, and then I lost them both.
So tell me about these women.
Well, Kate was my ex, but the only reason we broke up in the first place is because she moved to China. She's amazing. She's smart and driven and sexy and beautiful. Then there's Vivian, who's a girl who knocked on my door because she wanted to drink from my hose.
Okay, let's table the hose part for now and focus on the fact that you broke up with a woman you loved for a stranger who knocked on your door.
I know. Romantic, right?
hell's wrong with you?
Isn't that what I'm paying you to tell me?
Well, if I just tell you the answers, I'm gonna get to yell at you, and this has to be fun for me, too. Let me ask you something, Walden. Have you ever been able to have sex and not fall in love?
Only with myself.
It seems to me you base your own value on who's willing to have sex with you. How do you feel after you sleep with someone?
Grateful, happy, bashful, dopey, basically all the dwarves.
Did it ever occur to you that these women might also be grateful?
No.
Well, why not? You're a smart, successful, good-looking guy. There are plenty of women who would love to have sex with you.
Are you flirting with me?
Walden, now you're attempting to forge an emotional attachment with your gay therapist.
Is it working?
A little bit. You're extremely pretty. But the point is, you need to break this pattern.
How am I supposed to do that?
I'm going to write you a prescription. You need to learn to enjoy sexual relations without concluding that every woman is the one.
Bang everything that moves.
Twice a day if possible. Mixing with alcohol is fine, just not while driving. Look, if you do this, it's very likely that the next time you fall in love, the emotions that you feel will be authentic and not just projecting on someone because you shared a physical connection.
What if the first woman I have casual sex with turns out to be the one?
Wow. When I'm done with you, I'm going to be able to buy a yacht.